Imagine a population of newly freed refugees stepping out of Egypt into the open desert. They have no formal military, no established political structure, and virtually zero cartographic knowledge of the landscape ahead. They were walking into the barren, rocky valleys of the Sinai. For displaced refugees, this environment makes survival usually impossible without external support. This creates a specific tension in the history of the region. How does a wandering, unprotected camp navigate this lethal wilderness and claim territory while surrounded by the established empires of the ancient world? The text of Exodus 23 provides the solution. Rather than providing a map, the account describes a divine, angelic vanguard sent to move ahead of the people. A vanguard is a tactical entity that deploys ahead of a main body. Its function is to secure the path, scout for danger, and clear physical obstacles before the slower, vulnerable population reaches them. By identifying the angel of the Lord as this point man, the narrative shifts from a story of civilian migration to one of a fully escorted maneuver. Israel's survival depended on following the physical path cleared by this vanguard. The territory they were instructed to claim was massive. While the group began with a small footprint, the vision for their borders was nearly continental in scope. The promised boundary begins at the Red Sea, anchoring the southern limit. From there, the border pushes westward to the Sea of the Philistines, covering the Mediterranean coastline. The expansion sweeps north and east, locking a boundary that reaches the Euphrates River. These coordinates align with physical landmarks. This is the Mediterranean coastal environment that formed the western edge of the inheritance, and hundreds of miles away, the boundary was set at the flowing waters of the Euphrates. Securing a landmass of this size required a level of security that a group of nomads simply could not provide on their own. Understanding the map requires an understanding of how a massive column of people actually moves through this geography. The ancient Near East is defined by geographic choke points. Narrow valleys and desert passes are locations where a slow-moving nation is most vulnerable to ambush or disaster. The angel acted as an active clearing mechanism, moving through these topographies to neutralize threats and pacify regions before the camp arrived. This vanguard functioned as an active, mobile shield, reacting to dangers in real time. The geography between the Red Sea and the Euphrates was inherently lethal to travelers. Without the clearing action of that guide, these borders would have become a death trap. As the account moves into Exodus chapters 33 and 34, the initial promise of this angelic guide is tested and reaffirmed. In these passages, the focus shifts toward a singular requirement: the Lord's presence moving in front of the nation. Without this proximity, the text suggests that even a large population would fail to secure the land. This makes the land grant contingent on the guide. If the connection to that central lead is broken, the security of those borders disappears. Historically, these boundary lines were tied to the movement of the protector rather than the strength of a conventional military. The borders effectively marked the outer limits of the angel's security corridor. For ancient Israel, the territory they ultimately inhabited was equal to the distance they were willing to follow their vanguard.